Okay.
So what we're looking at right now is a before and after. Before, after, before, after, before, after. These are the two that I'm the most interested in, right? The sagittal plane. That's what I'm trying to make the difference on.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I make a difference on that, I get stability. When I get stability, then I can really start to make changes.
Right.
When it's unstable, I can make it look like a change. It not only may go back, it's coming back,
Mm-hmm.
right? But also it could go equally the other direction. I don't want that either, right? And so when we look at this versus this, we went from 2 5/16 head forward posture to 1 13/16.
Okay.
So that's a pretty considerable change in that head forward posture.
Okay.
What's the ugly part? We're still reversed. The reversal here has changed in its character. It's about the same place, but one level higher. Okay.
Okay.
And it's this disc that doesn't want to pump up this way. Number one, and then we're shifting gears, and we're going to be doing a lot of exercising with those muscles in front. That's where you're putting the pressure. And then as she gets a little more strength, I'm actually going to have you doing some other stuff with her,
Okay.
using elasticity, like either putting a rubber ball against the wall and pushing and holding, or
Okay.
I know I do it with my inertia wave. I have a head harness
Okay.
that I push forward and hold, and that I don't necessarily have much of a problem there because I've been beaten in the face so many times. My muscles are pretty tight there.
Okay.
But
So you think with some strengthening that one will come though?
yeah,
Okay.
I think that's where it is.
Okay.
I think that's straight the rate limiting step, and you're going to see it when I put the head weight on.
Okay.
Okay. So when we look at here, remember I said we're not trying to change this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're trying to change this, and as we get less pressure on the spinal cord, this will soften.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say it would straighten, right? Because I don't know that it will. We already have shape change in the vertebra. Okay. These are a little bit wedge shaped. See the little wedge?
Mm-hmm.
Wedge. Those are hers. So we're not gonna completely, because I've taken people, one lady with a 35-degree Cobb angle, and she's a 3,
Mm-hmm.
which 11 is a scoliosis.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty happy.
Yeah.
So
what you're saying is Kate's never going to be a 0,
Kate's
but
never going to be a 0.
hopefully we can get her under 11.
Yes,
Okay.
I would like to get her under 11
Okay.
if I can. Okay. So when we look at this versus this, we're looking for the weight bearing, which is, see how far this is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it doesn't have a number on it. It should have a number. Okay, that's 1 inch. They're saying it's 3/4. It's 1 inch. I'll change it later. 1 inch. Okay, that's 1 inch, and that was before. Okay, the one that I just shot without weights puts her at 3/16.
And what part is that you're measuring?
I'm measuring weight bearing. T12, the anterior inferior tip of T12, drop a plumb line, it should go through that point right there.
Okay.
The anterior.
So it was
one
off
tip.
by an inch, and now it's only off by 3/16.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty dang awesome.
Yeah.
And that is credited to the molding, right? Remember we moved the molding,
Mm-hmm.
and the molding and the weights. Because the molding changed the disc so she could get there, but the weights have been changing the shape of the muscles so that she stands in a different posture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's also teaching the nervous system to run it that way, because she doesn't have to think about it; it's thinking her.
Okay.
Make sense?
So that's really good news.
Big cool change. Big
Okay.
cool change. Yeah. So
Is that typical with a case like hers to see change there
That
first,
big?
or is it vary in everybody?
No. Well, yeah, I would say more so, particularly compared to a reversal of the curve in the neck. This is harder
Okay.
than that. And I like to see, when I see scoliosis, I like to see it if it's more in the low back. Okay? Because then we're not dealing with the ribs as much. Now, she does have
A
curve
lot,
in there,
yeah.
right? Yeah. But there's a big portion of the scoliosis that's down in here. And the more we're able to get that curve the way it's supposed to be, the more we're taking the stretch off the cord. The problem is we've got stretch on the cord from above, stretch on the cord from below. But at least we're softening. I call it compounding or amplification, right? It's being amplified because it's going in both directions. Well, we're taking that off now down here. It's still here, but it's
Okay.
not down here. So
And as far as her S, are you not concerned about that at all? Like, even if it got worse at this point or
Yeah,
something,
no.
you're like not worried?
No.
Okay.
no, because we're getting stability on it.
Okay.
And I'm looking, the big difference will happen when we can get a curve there.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So when do you think you'll shoot x-rays of the neck again? Like every couple months you'll check and see, or?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, especially with the rate limiting step being the anterior musculature, she should pick that up pretty quick.
Okay.
Even though it's really, really weak, that's okay. Take it in its time. If you do that, she'll grow fast.
Okay.
But though there's too many people are trying to get it too fast, they're trying to do things that they really can't do, and it not just slows it down, it could make it go backwards.
Okay.
Don't want to do that. Just
Okay.
let it organically grow, but it compounds
Okay.
when it has enough stress and enough recovery.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to look at what on this film. What I like here is she's centering more. She's more level. See the tilt on her head? She's much more level, and she's centering in the center. Love that. Love that. So that's pretty. Okay, and this is the new one. Okay. And